All right, well, I am so glad you are here. And today we are going to review really quick the difference between fiction and nonfiction. All right, does anybody remember what fiction means? Fiction, it starts with a F. What other word starts with a F? Smart choices, please. What does fiction mean? Santino, unmute. What does fiction mean?
Means something's not real.
Something's not real. Nice job. So fiction is fake. What's one way you can tell that a book is fiction? What's one way you can tell that it's fake? Anybody? Ezekiel, you know this. I remember because we just talked about it.
Illustrations.
Yeah, there's illustrations, right? The author had to draw the pictures because they're not real, right? So if fiction is fake, what is nonfiction? What is nonfiction, Sinai?
It's real.
It is real. Nice job. What is one way we can tell that a book is nonfiction? If fiction has illustrations, what does nonfiction have? Santino, we're not playing during class, okay? If fiction has illustrations, what does nonfiction have? Click. There's a clue. What do you think? Genesis, what do you think it has? Click.
They took a picture of it.
Absolutely. Nice job. They have photographs and pictures. Right. So what I'm going to do today is hi, Jalen. I'm going to show you books. And if you think it is fiction or fake, I want you to give me a thumbs up. If you think it's nonfiction or real, I want you to give me a thumbs down. Okay? You ready? Thumb up for fiction, thumb down for nonfiction. Let's see. Is this fiction or nonfiction? What do you think? Just looking. Remember, fiction is fake. It has illustrations. Nonfiction is real and has photographs. Look at this. Did somebody draw this? So it's nonfiction. So it's fiction. So it's thumbs up. All right, let's try another one. Let's see. Ooh, look, did somebody draw this? Or is this a photograph? Fiction means fake. Nonfiction means it's real. Nice job. This is a real book because there's photographs. Oh. Yeah, good try. All right, it is nonfiction. Sorry. All right, what about this one? Is this fiction, fake with illustrations, or is it nonfiction, real with photographs? What do you think? Yeah, this is nonfiction. It's real because this is a photograph of Martin Luther King Jr. Yeah, so this is a real book. So we're going to do a thumbs down because that's nonfiction. All right, what about this book? Buzz Beaker and the Outer Space Trip. Is this fiction, fake? Or is it nonfiction, real? So Jalen, you think this is a real book? True story? Then it's going to be like this. This means it's fake. Thumbs up for fake. Thumbs down for true. Absolutely. This is a fake book, so it's fiction. All right, and what about Fantastic Frog Facts? Is this a fake imaginary book or is it nonfiction, a true book? What do you think? Absolutely. This is fiction. Nonfiction. Sorry, I got all confused. I'm confusing myself. All right, so we're going to read this book today. And we're going to be listening for wow facts. I know all of you know what wow facts are because you've been hopefully listening to the read aloud. right? You've been listening to the read aloud, and we've been talking about wow facts. Facts or details about the information that make us say, wow, things that are really cool. All right, so let's look and see what this book, this nonfiction book has. Ooh, who remembers what this is called? What is this right here? Jalen, do you remember? Oh, I saw your hand up.
The title.
Oh, the title is on the front cover. This is the title. What? Hey. What is that? Do you remember what that is called? Hi, Prince. Welcome. Do you remember what this is called? Santino, what's this called?
Table of contents.
The board or
This is called the table of contents. Now,
oh,
yeah, the table of contents tells you, let me see if it'll work with both. I don't know why it does that. The table of contents tells you what each section is about and what page it's on. This, the table of contents, is what are frogs. We're going to learn about what frogs are on page
4.
Where do frogs live? This section is all about where frogs live, and it starts on page 6. So how do baby frogs grow? On page 8. How do frogs catch food? On page 10. How do frogs drink? On page 11. How do frogs move? And how do frogs hide? So each section is going to be about something a little bit different. And it tells you exactly what page it's on. So if I wanted to learn about baby frogs, what page would I turn to? It's your hand. Look carefully. If I wanted to learn about baby frogs, what page would I turn to? You know what? There's a number. Show me with your fingers. What number page would I turn to? Ezekiel's got it. Zoe's got it. Jalen's got it. What page would I turn to if I wanted to learn about baby frogs? And I got it. Santino's got it. If I wanted to learn about baby frogs, I would turn to page 8. Nice job. All right, so we're going to read this book. We are going to listen for some amazing wow facts. All right. Welcome, Shania. All right, let's get started. What are frogs? This is the heading. Frogs are animals. Frogs have 2 big eyes, long back legs, slimy skin, and webbed feet. They come in many colors and sizes. So look at this little caption down here. Did you know that frogs and toads are not exactly alike? Any wow facts? Remember, we're listening for wow facts, information that is so super amazing, and facts on frogs. This section is about where do frogs live? Frogs live in many parts of the world. Most frogs live in swamps or ponds. Some frogs live in the desert.
That's a weird.
Right? That's a big frog. Did you know that most frogs begin life in water, but spend the rest of their life on land?
That's weird.
So when they're babies, they're in water. Then when they start to grow up, they move to land. Ooh, how do baby frogs grow? Oh, we're finally on page 8. We just talked about that. Step 1, baby frogs hatch from eggs and live in water. So here are all the frog eggs. The mommy frog lays these eggs. And then 2 after they hatch, baby frogs are called tadpoles. Ooh, look carefully at this picture. How do you think, how can you tell that it lives in water? What does it look like? What does it look like? Prince, what does a tadpole look like?
A fish.
It looks like a fish because it kind of is a type of fish. It doesn't really have any legs like the regular frog. You can see a little bit back here. Right, step 3. As they get bigger, they grow legs and lose their tails. So we know that they start to grow legs and then their tail starts to get smaller.
That's cool.
Step 4, it takes a few months for the tadpoles to become frogs. Look at this, grows up to be this. That's a big change, huh? That's cool. You may see a wow fact there. Anybody want to share a fact that's so cool from this page? No? Oh, Ezekiel, go ahead.
The tadpole looks like a fish.
Tadpole does look like a fish. Did you learn that from the words or did you learn that from the pictures?
The pictures.
Very nice job. Yep, because you can use both the words and the pictures to learn information. All right. Page 10. How do frogs catch food? What do you think? Show me. How do you think frogs catch food? Show me what part of their body they use. Zoe got it. Jalen got it. Why are you all sticking your tongue out at me? A bunch of frogs. All right. Most frogs eat insects and small animals, such as worms and snails. Most frogs use their tongue to catch food. Did you know that frogs sink their eyes into their head to help them swallow their food? Whoa, that is a wow fact. I'm gonna say this wow fact. You ready? Because I think this is, I didn't know this until just now. Frogs sink their eyes into their head to help them swallow. Well, I learned that by reading the words. So the picture didn't show me that, but the words did. Oh my gosh, that's weird to me.
That looks really weird.
Right? I know. Their eyes sink into their head to help them. Okay, so how do frogs drink? Oh, do you think they use their tongue to drink? Yes or no? Yes or no? I see some yeses. I see some nos. If you're not on mute, please stay muted. Frogs do not use their tongues to drink. They take in water through their skin. They need to keep their skin wet. Did you know that frogs shed their skin and then eat it? Oh, I can tell Ezekiel didn't. That was a wow fact, right? Wow. I didn't know frogs shed their skin. I thought that was only snakes. So frogs shed their skin and then eat it. Weird. Do you eat your skin? Shania, I love your face. You're like, no. That was fantastic. All right, let's see. How do frogs move? Can everybody right now show me what frogs love to do? What do frogs love to do? Oh, I see somebody looks like they're swimming. What else? Show me. I don't see anybody. There we go, Ezekiel. Ezekiel's doing some crazy frog hops. What else? I don't see anybody else moving like a frog right now. What? Oh, come on, frogs. Nobody? Thanks, Ezekiel, for playing along. All right. Frogs have strong legs that are good for jumping long distances. They have webbed feet that help them to swim. So those of you that were swimming, excellent job. Did you know that some frogs have sticky toes that they use to stick to things? Those are a lot of like the tree frogs that use to climb, the little tiny cute ones. Helps them climb up walls. Did you know that some frogs can jump as far as 20 times their own length? So think about how tall you are. If there was 20 of you back to back or like head to toe long, that's how, can you jump that long? 20 of you? A frog can jump 20 of it. That's very long. Why do frogs hide? Why do you think frogs hide? Shania, why do you think frogs hide?
Because
Shania,
of danger.
because of danger. So they're hiding to do what? They hide to stay. Shania, they hide to stay what?
Because to stay away from danger.
Yeah, they stay away from danger, right? Keeps them safe. Nice job. Frogs are food for many animals. Some frogs even eat other frogs. Frogs hide to stay safe. Yeah, just like Shania said, are away from danger. Did you know that some frogs hide from enemies by changing colors to look like their surroundings? Yeah, so that's like camouflage. This frog looks a lot like the ground underneath it. Absolutely. Nice work. All right, the conclusion. Conclusion usually means the end. Frogs are interesting animals. They live in most places around the world. Think about it. What are some ways in which most frogs are alike? What's the same about a lot of frogs? Raise your hand. What's the same about a lot of frogs? Think about how they eat, how they drink. What's the same about a lot of frogs? Santino?
They look the same.
Okay, how do you mean they look the same?
Because some of them camouflage the same way.
Okay, so that's some frogs. Think about what most frogs. How are most, which means almost all frogs, the same? All look alike. What are some things they do alike that are the same?
Swim in the ocean.
Well, yeah, they all can swim, right? Maybe not the ocean, but they all can swim. What else? What else can be the same between frogs? How do they all eat? Show me right now. How do frogs all eat? Yeah, the tongues, right? The frogs eat with their tongues. That's the same for all frogs. All right. What fantastic facts did you learn about frogs? This is our wow fact. Who can give me a wow fact about frogs? Genesis, go ahead and give me a wow fact about frogs.
Their eyes go into their head when they eat.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I thought that was a really good wow fact. Brain match, I agree. Right, because my brain thinks the same as yours. Nice job. Yeah, that's something new I didn't know. Who else can give me a wow fact that they learned about a frog? Anybody else? Let's see if any of these will remind you. Anybody else? Jalen?
They hide to get away from danger.
Yeah, they hide to stay away from danger. Nice job. Sanai, is that your hand up? What's a wow fact that you learned about frogs, Sanai? Yes? What did you learn about frogs, Sayer or Sanai?
Not on mute, so you better be reading.
Sayer, you can answer too.
They change colors.
Yes, nice job. They can change colors to hide and camouflage. Good job. All right. So the wow fact I want to say is, I don't know if you remember this one. Frogs shed their skin and then eat it. Did you forget about that one? Yeah, maybe. I know there's a lot of cool facts. Ah. All right. So many neat froggy facts. Fantastic frog facts. All right. So all of these books are on ARC Bookshelf. If you are like at your level, there's a lot of fiction and nonfiction books you can choose, right? So what I want you to do today for your, here we go. For today, I want you to tell me one thing in the read aloud. One thing you learned about frogs in the comment. Okay, what is one wow fact about frogs? And then I also need you to join me for math at 11, and then there's the writing lesson. All right, let's see, raise your hand if you are only online. If you do not come into school. Santino, you come into school, put your hand down. So it's Genesis, it's Tyler, Sayer and Sinai. All right, you guys are gonna start your iReady diagnostic today, okay? I do not want, if you come into school to see me, I do not want you to do iReady, okay? Because you're gonna be taking the diagnostic in class with me. But Sayer and Sinai, you can go ahead and start iReady diagnostic for reading. Genesis and Tyler, iReady reading, okay? All right, it's gonna be tough, but it's okay, do your best guess. No help from grownups, right? So Ezekiel, Santino, Zoe, Jalen, Shania, Lamia, and Prince, do not do iReady because you'll be doing it in class with me, okay? Got it? Excellent job today. All right.